Hi guys, this is Andrea.
Emilio.
And this is Mateo Milan.
So we're here. We are already in Cozumel and we're starting our 15 days of growth with this that is chapter 1. So we're starting with chapter 1 that is Law of Intentionality. And obviously we want to talk about potential. We want to go and everyone to achieve their potential and don't be something that you take to the grave and just like with the music inside of you. Okay, so the question is, do you have a plan for personal development? Do you have a plan to grow? Because we want you to get better, to just get more wisdom, get more insight, and also to know how to overcome objections. Remember, hard work is not just the best thing to do. Hope and just wishing things to get better is not a strategy. So let's see how to be intentional about growing. Emilio is going to talk about the gaps of growth. So go ahead.
The first gap is the gap of mistakes. A lot of people are afraid and they don't grow because they're afraid of mistakes, but you need to embrace them. They're a part of you and learn. The second gap is the gap of assumption. People just assume that as they get older they're gonna grow, but you need to grow intentionally. That needs to be something you do every day, have a plan for it. Third gap is the gap of knowledge. I don't know how to grow. You need to start. It doesn't need to be perfect, which leads me to the next gap, which is the gap of perfection. Most people want to find the best way before they start. They want to learn everything before. You just have to go for it and start. Then next gap is the gap of expectations. People expect everything to be easy, but nothing in life that's worth having comes easy.
Right.
And then the gap of timing. People want to find the best time to start. They want to seek the optimal way, but you just need to start. Go ahead and do it right now. And then the gap of comparison. You need to stop comparing yourself to others because there's always going to be a bigger fish.
Okay.
And you just need to surpass that and be the best you can be to your ability.
Do you remember the gap of perfection?
Yes, that nothing needs to be perfect.
Okay, and what about inspiration? Inspiration, when people don't want to do it, you
Because
still do
they're
it,
bored. Yes.
right? You just do it. Perfect. Thank you, Emilio. Okay, so now it's time for Mateo to just tell us how to grow, how to be intentional, and he has 4 suggestions.
The first thing you should do is ask this big question. Go from how long will it take to how far will I go?
Sure.
Second thing, do it right now. When people say, oh yeah, I'll just do it tomorrow, they probably 99% don't do it tomorrow. And they just keep saying that and they never end up doing it. But if you do it right now, then you are setting something for yourself and you're starting right now no matter what.
Perfect.
Third thing, face the fear factor. We have a lot of fears in our life, but you have to starve your fear and feed your faith. Because everybody has fear, but we need a lot more faith than we have fear.
Great.
And then
fourth?
the fourth thing is change from accidental growth to intentional growth.
Super. Okay, give us 2 examples, Mateo, about.
Accidental growth is like what I said with the second step. They do it tomorrow or they don't even end up doing it at all. And intentional growth is doing it right now. You don't wait till tomorrow. You don't wait till like in 6 hours. They start doing it right now.
Okay, what about habits?
And habits for accidental growth, you don't have really good habits. You're kind of off balance. But intentional growth, you had those unbalanced habits, those bad habits, and now they're changed to really good habits.
Okay, and people that do accidental growth, they rely on.
Luck.
Okay.
And just intentional growth relies on hard work and skill because that's what you really need
Good.
to grow.
And finally, about learning.
And when it comes to learning accidental growth, when they finish what they're done doing, they stop learning forever. But intentional growth people, when they finish learning, they just keep on learning until never.
Never stop.
Yeah, they never stop.
Perfect. So our last thoughts here are just how are we going to apply this and how are you going to apply this? Hopefully you will join us in this journey, and the idea is just to make a question about what is the excuse, what are the growth gaps that you are maybe just going through, and maybe just check out again what Emilio said about what might be stopping you from growing. Second thing, let's make it a priority. Growth needs to be intentional. It's not going to happen just because you're getting older. So go ahead, mark it in your calendar and decide every single day what are you going to do to be better. Finally, start now. Today is the first day, okay? We're gonna be recording this for the rest of our vacations, 15 days of growing, and see you tomorrow in chapter 2.
Bye.
Bye.